Welcome to Magic Morning Tea. Magic Morning Tea is the best for brightening your day. Our dedicated team are always set and ready to bring you impactful information to magically brighten up your day. Magic Morning Tea will bring you information on tourism, culture, gender, politics, sports, disability, and many more. So stay tuned, stay connected to Magic Morning Tea on Magic Television, Channel 38, Facebook, YouTube, and other social media handles. Magic Television, your trusted information.
Today is Monday, the 6th day inside July 2026. Good morning wherever you get you from, and welcome to Magic Television. Magic Morning Tea na the program where they bring you all the information where you need for brightening up your day. So no go nowhere, stay with me for the next 1 hour 30 minutes and be part of the program. You can send your message on the topic we discuss inside the program on 090 10 38 38 090 10 38 38. Same way, so you can send them on with social media angles them when Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, any one of the one that we able forget we from. Send your message there and we will reply to your question. Me na Cornelius Ekurandu Wampa, presenter for this edition, the first edition for the week, July 6th.
And Mina Fatima say good morning. Now the program today, the President Dr. Julius Maada Bio don't open the ECOWAS new office this day time. Waiting happen there and how it happened. You're gonna inside the program this morning. Plus the United Nations Development Program UNDP through EU don't present family support unit service provision and capacity gap to the Inspector General of the Salone Police. How this happened, plus other interesting story and reports, they inside the program this morning. And today, as usual, we can get discussion with two of we guests them. And you go can hear from the Jagaban movement, as this event we see Usai, then don't they give support to transportation business in the country. Plus, we don't see Usai the University of Salone don't get Dr. Teddy Fode Musa as officer in charge of the Center for Policy Studies at the University of Salone. You go can know waiting is debate how prepare it be for take up this office and waiting will get for be the development where it will plan for bring inside this new office. This plus plenty other interesting story and reports then at the program this morning. So now go nowhere, continue for day with me for the next 1 hour 30 minutes. Channel 38 na the channel and Facebook plus YouTube channel you dey get we live this morning.
Alright, if you just join with the program where you watch a Magic Morning Tea, where they get you live for Magic Television, Channel 38, Facebook, YouTube, and all the social media space that we get to it from. We will take a first story inside the program this morning, where the United Nations Development Program, UNDP, through European Union, don't present family support unit service provision and capacity gap to the Inspector General of Police. We own Aisha Kabo Bindede and put this report together.
The United Nations Development Program, with support from the European Union-funded Spotlight Initiative, where the United Nations they implement with partner them, don't give one assessment report, but the work where the family support units they do, and the challenge them when they face to the Inspector General of Police, Mr. William Fayaselu. This report na part of UNDP in commitment for make justice easy for people who don't suffer sexual and gender-based violence na Salone. When Madam Kaliatu B. Taylor, when a UNDP gender analyst be the present the report in talk say, the Spotlight Initiative they support projects them na Kailau, Falaba, and Mayamba districts with Sierra Leone Police, the Judiciary, and the Ministry of Justice. He said the aim na for build capacity of the institution them and improve access to justice for sexual and gender-based violence survivor them. Madam Taylor praised the FSU officer them for the hard work where them they do, especially the one them where they work in a remote area them even though they not get enough resources. He explains say the assessments where them don't do across 9 FSU jurisdiction them show say serious problem there with staff shortage, transport and other operational need them wey dey affect how dem dey provide service. Im tok say UNDP don buy 14 motorcycle, laptop, printer and other ICT equipment for improve the movement and effectiveness of FSU personnel dem. Im still tok say dem dey review the standard operating procedures so that e go cover new form of gender-based violence, including crime dem wey technology dey facilitate and offence dem wey dey happen na border community dem. When Inspector General of Police Mr. William Fayaselu received the report, he tell thank you to UNDP for the continuous support wey dem dey give the Salone Police. He described the family support units as one of the most important departments dem inside the police force. The IGP assured the UNDP delegation and say police management go carefully study the recommendation dem inside the report and provide the necessary support for implement them. He also promised for engage the UNDP resident representatives them so that the proposed intervention them go happen quick. He talk say because public trust don't increase pan the family support units, more survivor them now they report sexual and gender-based violence case them to the police. He stress say it important for continue for give strength to the unit so that them go continue for improve. The meeting end with the official presentation of the assessment report where confirm the strong party business between Salone Police and UNDP under the Spotlight Initiative for improved access to justice and better protection for survivors of sexual and gender-based violence. For Magic TV News, Mina Aisha Kabo, the report.
Plenty thank you to Aisha Kabo for putting that report day together. Before we join the studio guest there, we'll take another story inside the program. Inside the President, Dr. Julius Maada Bio, we say we saw the chairman for the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, don't preside over the official opening ceremony of the new ECOWAS headquarters in Abuja. Fudia Bangua gets more and go now report.
The President of the Republic of Sierra Leone, Dr. Julius Maada Bio, when the chairman of the Authority of Head of State and Government of ECOWAS, don lead the official commission for the new ECOWAS headquarters na Abuja, Nigeria. Na in speech, in talk say the impressive building a strong sign of West Africa in unity, progress and the common dream for make the region become more peaceful, prosperous and united for over 450 million people. President Bio talk say this occasion not just for open new office building, but for renew the commitment of all ECOWAS member states for work as one family. Today, we not just the open new headquarters, we dey show say we still believe in the promise for regional unity, the power of Africa unity and the vision for one peaceful, dual and united West Africa, President Bio talk. The President tell thank you to the government and people of Nigeria for the support they don't give ECOWAS from where the organization be start 1975. He also expressed gratitude to the President Xi Jinping and the government of China for donate the modern headquarters, where he described as one clear example of the strong partnership between China and West Africa. President Bio explained say the true value of the building no go know how fine the building dey, but how important the decision wey go come out from inside them. This building pass steel, glass and concrete, and a sign for we common ambition, we ability for stand strong, commitment for build one stronger and better united West Africa in add. In call on ECOWAS leader for shift attention from plenty promises to real action wey go improve the life of ordinary citizens. According to her, the people of the West Africa expect ECOWAS for remove barrier to trade, create jobs, strengthen peace and security, empower women them and provide more opportunity for young people across the region. President Bio also recognized the major challenge where West Africa still face, including insecurity, unconstitutional change of governments, illegal trade and economy not sure wetin go happen. However, English member states say ECOWAS go continue for defend democracy, constitutional governance and regional stability. The people of the West Africa no dey wait again for promise, then they wait for results. Now the courage, vision and determination wey dey show today go decide the future for the region. He emphasized The ECOWAS chairman further highlights the importance of ECOWAS Vision 2050, call for more investment, education, technology, innovation, and entrepreneurship. He said the region in young population are the biggest opportunity for further development if government invests well. Pandemic. President Bio also challenged the leadership and staff of the ECOWAS Commission for maintaining high standard of public service and always puts the interests of the citizen at the center of every decision they make. As in concluding address, President Bio argued leader make history remember them, not so because of the building where they construct, but because of the positive change when they bring now the life of the people. In express confidence say the new ECOWAS headquarters will remain one lasting symbol of African unity, regional cooperation, and sheer determination for build one bright future. The ceremony includes the unveiling of memorial plaque, ribbon cutting, planting of one unit tree by President Bio, and Nigeria official guide tour for the new complex and reception for invited guests. For Magic Television News, Mina Fudia Bangura, the report.
Alright, plenty thank you to Oyo Fudia Bangura for putting that report there together. Well, now we will come inside the studio. USA will get Dr. Teddy Fode Musa, newly appointed officer in charge of the Center for Policy Study at the University of Sierra Leone. And so we get Saidu Jibril Buzum Kamara, one of the national spokesman for the Jagaban movement. Gentlemen, good morning and welcome to the program.
Yeah, good morning and thank you for having us.
You're welcome.
Yes, good morning.
Okay. So, Nekutauna earlier on, today we can talk to Saidu Jibril Buzum Kamara, we are the national spokesperson for the Jagaban movement, and we always see this behind Usai social media being done. They get so much information with regard to the boss them with this particular movement. The promise say they will come with plus stay and other development the way done they happen. We get the national spokesperson at the studio this morning, and in name Saidu Jibril Buzum Kamara. Good morning again and welcome to the program.
Good morning and thanks for having me.
Alright, welcome. So let's start with the latest developments all over social media. We see Usai right from the ferry. Usai we see the one party flag there and for the All People's Congress Party when Alhaji Omodu Kamara been come back salon, and we see the welcome and we see how social media being take over the space. Usai the issue of the bus system become up. First of all, waiting the appeal we get officially from you.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think last year Jagabambi make public pronouncement that they about for bring buses for help for cushion the transport effects na the country, and one of the things we motivate them na the fact say they live around Malta streets, for which now the most of them pura where they come from Waterloo and other places they come and drop people, so you can see the fight we can unusually did it for transportation, how people struggle. So that motivates them for saying I see how they help in terms of cushioning the effect on transportation. So if we make a pronouncement that they will come with Jagaban buses, for which 25 of them buses then they now at Aki, and I believe this week then go clear them for let them come up, and we all be don't see the space usai go for gates for do terminal for the buses now Wellington, and massive work we don't go on there for see how then they do the terminal for the buses, and this not a one way get for do with Freetown transportation no more. One way every district at least go get for benefits out of them buses that they
so you say 25, meaning una be or una plan for do more than that?
Yes, I think in vision I forget over 100 of them buses, but for a start 25 day in country now, and like I say then go left for Taki this week, and the buses them already determine a massive work now they go on there, and the plan are the fact they want not only for lead, then we want na Freetown no more town service. We want to get every district at least we forget one we would apply and then district today, and they also get the intention to get at least if not one where they go Liberia and that's where they go Guinea. So all around there now for see how they contribute in helping government in terms of different activities where Jagabando make pronouncements for, like you say, as a political figure, you know, they look at this based on in political thoughts. We are in a one for lead the APC party, but the watch say what I can do now for contribute to the development of Sierra Leone. Not when they elect me, but as a citizen of this country, I see problems, identify them, and see how are they coming for solve them.
All right. Continuing for those who know the program, we will bring you back just now. You don't hear from the Jagaban movement, and we don't get them confirmed from the national spokesperson. Say 25 out of the 100 where they plan for bringing don't come now na salon, and the process they forget them out and see how they will start for operate. Well, we say we so get at the studio Dr. Teddy Fode Musa, and the new officer in charge of the Center for Policy Studies at the University of Salone. Good morning again and welcome to the program.
Good morning, Fatima.
Welcome.
All right. Good morning, Doctor. Doctor, tell me how this appointment came about and waiting there for this some of you role and where you there for play.
Oh, good. Now put things in context now. First of all, I tell you plenty.
Welcome.
It's a separate entity on
Sure.
Yeah.
So we can do with operations there where the public never know about. But we deal with the public more than we serve, because if students then they come from the public, from homes, parents, then they go join we and then it means we are interfacing with the public. So una where they help with for bring news we don't happen with university. I just want for tell una plenty thank you.
You're welcome.
The university, let's put it into context, they operate in a different format. Me a lecturer, at the same time I don't get this appointment. So in the university you can be a lecturer and then they can give you administrative appointment. It depends on how you rock them. The administrative appointment they count any extra salary. We still on the scale of you're being a lecturer where you do research and then you teach and then you publish papers. So all that they within it. But at the same time they want to develop administrative skills. Most of the ministers, they don't pick them from university. They are ministers they like this. Not to because them be in a classroom, but because them they don't get similar exposure in terms of administration. So I get this appointment last month. I get me letter officially, the Vice Chancellor and Principal, now we own His Excellency that day as it pleases him. But they put you on a lot of scales, then they evaluate you, and because you go through the evaluation, then bring up the appointment approved by the Senate and the court, we own court system. So as you rightly say, now Center for Policy Studies, I start work on the 1st of June, so I'm not really tell you yet, but my main assignments in that office now for make I go develop policies them how the university they run, and then policies then they not only policies for within the university but policies also interface with the country as a whole. Now let the viewers then go know a little bit about policies, because when you say policies so man go feel waiting at this, but basically law break and down policies now like laws. Within are the laws the way certain institutions they operate on. So Frabe College and IPAM and that of Commerce, they make up the University of Sierra Leone. This appointment is coming as an appointment from the University of Sierra Leone. So me and the officer in charge for the policy studies for University of Sierra Leone, I get for monitor how for make policies for all three component university colleges. That na Frabe College, IPAM, and that of Commerce. Yeah. So like I say, laws them. We already get policies the way they operate. Institution no go there as old as like Frabe College or as old as like IPAM. We they don't get policies then. But one of the things we they come for do now for us see how we harmonize them policies. Then we go speak to us that of the University of Sierra Leone. Yeah. They are independent, then get their own policies then, but then the university and they oversee them. So I get for bring them come together and then fix them up. They don't give me a new office already, they don't fix them up. I'm working on it. It's a big office, broad, University of Sierra Leone, it comprised of 3 component colleges. So we dey try for look at policies them. So wetin I don't really do now for set myself a 100-day target. You know, that 100-day I don't pick on certain things the way I for deliver. I don't decide for put in place 5 policies way for be me delivery for this 100 days. Now, when I say the everybody that will begin out the Stone Up College, and most of the campuses, when they everybody black man, white man business. I am going to work on a policy. We will speak out clearly to the conduct. The students get right for social activities on campus. The students they get right for belong to social clubs them. But waiting we don't be missing. Now we will not get policies how they for conduct themselves around that belonging. Because then social clubs then they, I mean not all they teach in the classroom. You they get some skills them from you belonging to a particular club. They train you, they give you leadership skills. Yeah. Some of we when we been there college those days we belong to similar clubs them, and then clubs that they then develop we as to how for tin up for talking in public, as to how for engage yourself as a leadership. Some people they even look at after money and they begin develop their integrity. Some of them are today working for banks in this country. So it is their right. But we they look at them say if you get your right as a student, that right get for be tied to waiting the institution where you did for they try for preach out. So I'm going to bring out a policy on that one day as well. Yeah. Also, I did develop a policy within these 90 days, a policy for graduation. We now will realize here anytime we graduation can reach most times promotion can day, because students then they will not agree for pay fees till they reach final year. So within that process, therefore verify the time almost catch up for the term when the convocation they take place. Yeah, and then it can be some chaotic way where this being term the convocation way we do, then they go write people the name per booklet where they don't print down already. Yeah, so man then they write per paper, then go submit a name for let them go announce them. Enough of this. So when you get graduation, if I don't let them 3-6 months, you don't do all them checks then they. You don't know, say, Mr. Colinos not get nothing for pay. They graduate with a master's in administration. That this department we don't put in name. You don't pay in graduation fee. You don't get in gown. We don't communicate to them. You don't pick in your invitation. Wait for give family and do away for extend to anybody. All of that not be done. They happen. We are coming out with policies. It be done there, but the policy not been there for the university. Now at we various colleges them, and it happens say this BNT with the merge them. The final time they go do their own for Bay College and Commerce. So that's now another policy what they look for make I go develop. Yeah.
All right. Continue for the tonight program. We'll come back to it. Just very interesting one. So the program is still watching a Magic Morning Tea, and it comes to you live on Magic Television on channel 38. We come back to Buzon. So now the buses they don't come 25. So you say una for transport purpose. So how you get for like I mean waiting there for happen when una go don't share them, is it that they go for the run independently or otherwise waiting at the plan?
Yeah, I think one for see how we develop the transport sector, for which already you get a management team who will manage the buses, because these are modernized buses for which every passenger they get a charging port where they at the bus, and you will also get access to internet and all. And if they don't make a pronouncement that when them buses then they come for 2 months, then go on for free, for which nobody no pay. Yes, and after that, if they also make a pronouncement say as long as you do go school, you do inside school uniform. Till the kingdom come with them buses and they run, no school picking way, the access and not get for the pay once you wear uniform. Yes. And this now for see how it help in different things. We always see how people they struggle for even go school in the morning. They picking them, then they struggle a lot. And you need also a management system. We go able for look at them buses there, so check on a daily basis for see. And me always don't make this appeal even before the bus then come. That we own our Sierra Unions. We not look at say now one politician and bring the way also come. Before this period, all about we politicians and how then go tell you, so when I elect me, work I can do A, B, C, and Z. But this is a man who will come identify the problems and see how he can for solve them. So let we own our Sierra Leonean properties, let we manage them very well. So if you ask about the management, we get a management system, we go get the leverage for operate the bosses in the best interest of the people of Sierra Leone.
Sierra Leoneans get habituate something that free and not taken serious already for program. How prepared the movement there for protect that kind of thing? Because so, like when you say school picking go be free, some man very well don't left school, no go they go school because you know say one go the bus now free, go wear one uniform, come inside the bus for justice to wear no more. How prepared is the team for that kind of thing?
Well, this is not the appeal where I don't make. I think we for the change in terms of mindsets now. So doctors they talk about policies for how we they carry we self na universities, and I feel say this for boil down to the lame Sierra Leonean out there. Somebody lose impersonal resources and say this is a problem, let us see how they come for help in solving it. And I feel so we for take ownership of them as people and where they live here. The man in question not get for the access them bosses then they. But now for we way they down there we no get access to vehicle and all of that thing. So me now appeal around for make if you choose for the way school uniform because you have for the free, it's up to you, but let we manage the buses in the best of our ability, because it go give you access if you not get lights now also for you distance where you go, you able come, you connect your phone, you get that kind of basic charging, you able go through the internet. If now research if you have for use, at least you get Wi-Fi, you do your research within that time frame where you then at the bus and all. So it's an appeal that we own them as Sierra Leoneans, because this is for Sierra Leone.
So what's in the sustainability plan, especially where we get forget some amount of fund when at the school picking they get for be free? What's in the sustainability plan? Because most time now that's where you don't get challenged with. I mean, they get fine initiative, start fine, but it was sustainable.
Yes, like I say, we get already an administration where you put together, and you get forget qualified and trained people for drivers, conductors. You know, just they come so no more go give you key. Like the other day, some guys then go meet me or call me on the phone that, hey, we don't see the boss then. For give we one, I say, hey, I am not in charge. Not to me they give them bosses then they. So you get a whole administration where you get for look at qualified drivers, conductors, because you also get for be decent and all for see how they do it. Then they also they come with the parking lots now. Wellington also they get a garage, they get wash car, they get the bus terminal, you get mini mart. Now just modernization they want for carries at the transport sector, for which the bus then get for they get the services within the parking lots. You get all of them things anyway, then they put in place in that particular place in our Wellington. So sustainability will be one of the things that we will prioritize, because they not just want for let be one of something. They really want to see how they not just go and make buses. So we they see lots of buses we don't can at this country. Most of them not they run again. They're not doable. This the Chinese then come, they observe we would them, then go back and see how then they do proper bus way go fit in now the salon system. Now the same thing they apply for the ferry. And not just wait and see how they do ferry. The Chinese then come and do feasibility in our water. Also go be possible landing spots for the ferries and all other things then. So sustainability now one who want for maintain, because let not look like now because they want for be flag bearer and APC party, cow then so after flag bearer business, the things they not continue for on. We want for it be sustainable, able for bring more buses come to the country and see how we help in solving transportation problem in this country.
So now what's in the capacity and how the distribution get ported?
Well, we get 54 seaters of them buses then they 54 seaters, and like I say, at least every district will get for benefits out. Let's say one for districts for now, and we also want for Gewaway directly go through Guinea and that of Liberia. Yes, because I feel say people they struggle a lot in terms of having buses to their neighboring country then they. But a 54-seater capacity, that's a huge one.
All right, somebody go and say, Jagaban, my flag bearer for the All People's Congress. So therefore, if Jagaban don't carry its bus, now for we really APC. So how this bus therefore operates, it open for everybody, or for Uganda they support Jagaban self, it open for everybody, or specifically for people who really support Jagaban movement.
One thing we I always do find interesting about Jagaban, now how we they carry in political life. Yesterday, Ebidebo, for one particular reason, the chairman of the SLPP in Papa in 40 days, he was there in the hope scheme with lots of SLPP leaders then. And the bosses or whatever development way Jagaban they bring to this country, not get any political color or any political lineage. The bosses are for Sierra Leonean, so every other Sierra Leonean is welcome on board. And me believe say whosoever therefore they in charge of running them bosses then they, if you have for loss you work at an early stage, just tag them to APC, you will lose your job instantly. And if we as a movement we get any simple remark of the nature, then we self go do the needful. So the bosses will run for every Sierra Leonean irrespective of the political color. We want self where the boss then come up, people aware that talk and do polo, then they rush for go inside here. A unique for us, this is for Sierra Leonean, not for partisan politics.
Alright, continue for the week winner. The program in name Nasaidu Jibril Buzom Kamara in the national spokesperson for the Jagaban movement. We continue the program and we still get Dr. Tedifode Musa, we na the new officer in charge of Center for Policy Studies at the University of Salou. We come back to you. In your 100 days, first 100 days in the office, you want to harmonize all the policies and also get 5 new policies with graduation policy included. So now let's start with the harmonization. How you want for do one?
Okay, so the University of Sierra Leone get 3 component colleges.
Exactly.
Frabe College, don't they operate with their own policies. Commerce, don't they operate with their own policies. IPAM, don't they operate with their own policies. And look at the background of them 3 component colleges here. Frabe College, traditionally they move towards, the social sciences. That's how it began. Then IPAM, administration, the new background. Commerce, and medical. So you no go expect say Paupa they all before they operate with one policy. So they have been operating on that trend. What team me want for do now for bring them policies they need together. That's what we call harmonization. Because there is also a connecting point. For instance, we get students in IPAM, we belong to clubs then. We get the one them we also belong to clubs in Commerce, na Frabe College. If you look at how the policies they operate, you harmonize them, then it becomes a broader policy where they cover all man. Yeah. So basically, that na one way I want for Tuam. It's difficult and very challenging, but that is part of my job. Maybe you go want for know as well how I want for kick off Futam, and that's will move me from telling now exactly how to develop the policies themselves.
Yes, go on, because looking at the 3 colleges, then you put them all together, everybody, you don't explain the background.
Yes.
So one for know how all now one they get for happen.
Yes, you would merge the policies.
Okay.
Now, for instance, take the situation we need policies for disabled students, people who are disabled.
Okay.
Yeah, Frabe College get their own policy, Commerce get their own policy, and also IPAM will get their own policy. So what me get for do now for engage the authorities, then there is something we call policy dialogue. Make I just go down this lane. Forget a policy and like how we get law in a parliament. The law they begin them as a bill, present on the floor, then debate on them, and that presenter they present the bill, and that debate in the following and get all shades of opinion APC give their own, SLPP give their own opinion, you know, then see the essence of them, who that go affect, how it go affect, what you go do, and then come together and harmonize them. Then it becomes a bill where they move from that bill stage to that of becoming the law. When they finally pass them now, they get in your assent where they go to the president. Now almost the same process with policy. You know, you just grab, you remember say, I think commerce they need one policy because Boku doctor and did it. That will not happen that way. You they look at them of course and say yes, we need policy in the area for regulate with students their behavior. Not to all time, therefore they say we elections then in Afuabe college, na stone. And then college but they don't begin back to a black man and white man business. So we need a policy. So you got to develop first what we call a policy brief. Concept paper where you map out the policy itself, waiting that the justification for that policy they go there, who that policy they go affect, who that them we go benefit, and waiting now the way for push that policy. Policy brief normally no past 3 or 5 pages. You they put that one day together. When you put them together, then you present them to the university authorities. Then go look at them, then debate them. But before you they do that as well, when you don't write that policy brief, you might need what we call a policy dialogue. We sometimes will say workshop. Then what are NGO people? In that policy dialogue, you call that dialogue session. Then all the people, the players who are connected to that policy. If I'm writing a policy for the campus social life, you get for bring all the students then. All the clubs, the representative get for day, by that policy brief and dialogue. The administration and get for day. So even the past people that have been in then clubs, then the way they work now, some of them clubs that they don't transform into foundations, some don't to NGO. You want to bring them, when I all sit down and then I get a dialogue. It could be a one whole day workshop setup. Within that dialogue day, you want to get their own opinion. Then over by one man. You add them. After you don't come on day, you before you policy brief and then you present them now to the administration. If you approve, they come back and write a full-blown policy out of that. We then will call another session and launch that policy. They don't become official. So it's a process and it gets to involve everybody and not to guesswork. It's a research work as well. If I waiting I don't do, waiting I get for do, I feel like open a policy dialogue WhatsApp group. All the heads there are the 3 component colleges for Dede. We own boss, Professor Leby, when the Vice Chancellor and Principal of the University of Sierra Leone go Dede. All the HODs them for all 3 campuses go there in that group. Then even the public, some people get for Dede. We go need lawyers that were interested in policies. You get students that way they do masters in policy. I bring them all together. Then it's a way for me I go sort their own idea as to which policy. And some of them will come up. So the dialogue session will begin from that WhatsApp. If we hold a dialogue session, and then we go get for invite as well, and invite the public, including UNICEF, we're in the 4th estate.
So Doc, today don't make you, I think 35 or 36 days now.
Yes, 1 month.
So the 100 days, you be able to achieve all this?
Yes, I believe that I go able to do them. As I talk to you, I don't write 5 policy briefs.
Wow. Who's one?
I don't give you 2 just
also. The graduation.
I hope I'll be able to come with all of them. I don't give for the graduation. I don't give for the students and social life.
Yes.
I don't write another policy where I refer to as the credentials of university lecturers where they come. That policy they definitely look at where you come with your credentials them. Make we able for know say you get the right thing where you tell people them say you get. Because it don't happen at universities then. Now we component colleges, people don't come, they say they get PhD. We will find out say they don't get them. Some man they end up for driver, some man they reduce them to a master's level. We don't want to let all of this happen. This we boss where they have Professor Leby, a person we very exposed and a person we highly professional and a strong international researcher. You don't want to let that happen. So one of the suggestions we make to me now for them to work on a policy where we look at the credentials. When you come, waiting and waiting you get for do. Yeah? But that policy, we also look at another policy where they talk about qualifications and promotions for lecturers then. Because where we dey so na university, you get cadre where you dey reach, you get papers where you dey write. There is a saying at the university, they say publish or you perish. Where you write publications then, you write book, you write journal articles. Now by that, the way you for move from the level where they forget your promotion. Within the university setting, we get Uda who will come in as RA, research assistant.
So in all this, you don't make measure of the past students. What about the current one? How are you involved them in all this?
In all this, they are involved because if you they write a policy for their behavior on campus, for their belonging, you get for bring them on board. Yeah, you get for able for know which clubs they were in. The club representative, not to all man, but you get for bring the club representative then. Yeah, in fact, there are policies where they speak, say students, then they part of we Senate because we don't go discuss for them. Then get forget their representation. But what thing don't happen of late is that when they want call elections for the student union, then they misbehave. From the college already don't slam a ban on them, which is not fair and which is not also good. When I say not fair, I don't mean say when they misbehave, then will come on them. But there's need for let we get a student, running executive way for the consult as well. So all of that, the policies, then they come around them. Because if you feel say when election they come, black man and white man, and then they cause the problem, me feel say if there's a policy where you don't clearly identify whether than this black man, you officially register them, you interface with them. In fact, when problem one you don't need for talk boku. You go just call who that when are their own boss, say no every problem now. If problem come out, then you will go all. Now you go turn the administrator now for go regulating company. But when it is lying loose like this, where we don't know them, we just they hear about their existence, we are not part of their existence, then that they create the problem. So the students then go for be part of it. The way we they operate in a university, and the fact that it's a student-centered operation what they do, because that means if everything what they do now for satisfy them, because if students know they I not go get job for go teach, if I not get job for teach, I not get salary. So I'm basically existing as a lecturer, as an administrator, because the students need it, because they go all the money can pay fees. So we own policy at the university in a student-centered approach with the use.
Okay, Doc, the one with trigger me most is when you talk about entry requirements for lecturers and common mistake. It sounds strange to me. For let you get somebody who can't say you get PhD, way very well no say no get time. Or is it that we look at them Dominion kind thing, or just people just think they can forge them?
Yeah, so Dominion being triggered, not Dominion triggered that discussion. When I sit on so from the college alone, they don't do verification past 5-10. Now within that process, they will discover say some people every day will not get the correct people they can talk about. So it is possible, it happens, sir. It's not frequent, but it happen. And even when 1%, they don't happen if not 1%. Yeah. So we want to come up with a policy now. We will try for deter that. But people then they get their own dynamics when they carry. So there's somebody they work in Nigeria as lecturer. They don't relocate to Sierra Leone. They can apply in the University of Sierra Leone and take them. Yeah. What he presents, then they hold on to say EB. And within that period, they then go for take 10 for do the verification. Send the university. So man, he go down do a PhD 10 years, he don't lost his paper then, so take him they don't come born up. When they contact the university, for take months for let them get back for that verification. It take time. But once all that process they can done, now that can make them know say you get but you don't get it. And people have been coming on that trend. Some people again don't go engage my PhD business way. Decide where they go do it. They know the institution no correct for offer PhD. So you go, you pay your fees, not to say that business with the you don't know, you don't engage, you don't sit down, they don't offer you like certain country, Indonesia far, then you don't travel come now. You can't present paper, they do background check, then find out that institution they not viable or not legitimate for offer you. So sometimes also the individuals there are dynamics, there are processes around the way, not to by willful they do one. But this is why we are bringing up the policies.
All right, Doc, we will come back to you just now, and you can tell we at the end of the day what you aim for achieve with all this. And we dey continue with the program, and we dey come over again to Bosom before ever we go and take another story inside the program this morning. Now let's look at the transport fare before come to the ferry proper. Again for be the same.
Well, the honest truth is I cannot give a figure as it is now, and because we don't discuss them with the leadership. But the thing no more we know about Jagaban, and even when fuel be go at 35, all of the Blama gas stations them way it gets when I own them, then they sell at 34 leons. So there is a possibility that it go lower the price because in just one for see how it give service to the people of Sierra Leone.
So now let's talk about other development them, the ferry them, then when would they expect them? Because I see in social media people they ask questions, everybody eager, even the boss then they don't ask so many questions. So when the ferry them will cancel.
You see the difference where they indent so we Jagaban they make pronouncements for. Now the fact say not only the one they win already made, it go buy. Nothing that we then get for do customization and all other things. For the ferries, when we make the pronouncements, it tell people say it will take up to 12 to 13 months period for them construct the ferry, and that's there in progress. We get people on a timely basis where they go China for monitor the job we then they don't do on the ferry. Yeah, we are like 7-8 months from where we make the pronouncements for the ferry. Last year, I think around November, we make the pronouncement. So it is under construction, and like for the buses, the bikes, and other things, them let the people of Sierra Leone just patient. Definitely, the ferries and go come. As you speak, you ask about other development. Them, yeah, the bikes over 2,000 of them. They in country. They save massive work. They go on the assembly plant. Outside them get for the assemble the bikes them. But over 2,000 of them, as we speak, they in the warehouse. Now free on also the solar lights. In fact, we don't start installation for free. We start an Azimi as a result of one time where we the common Liberia, we begin for pay courtesy to the paramount chief Nazimi. We see how dark the place will be, so it starts off for install solar lights and other communities that don't start for benefit out of farm. Also the borehole machine, I think of recent we see it don't start for drill for people for free. I mean, in fact, that they didn't know the cost of drilling. Now this country say it costs people up to $10,000, and the amount of fuel consumption of that machine. But this is a man coming with it. They dig water well for communities for free, and we want to appreciate whatever he's doing, and let's Sierra Leone and then take ownership of whatever developments that Jagaban is doing. So it don't make elaborate promises them, but we see the only come into realities. If we talk about coming with 5,000 bikes for start, over 2,000 of them they in country now. They talk about 6,000 solar lights, over 3,000 of them solar lights, and they in country. Not only the panel them, it come with the pole them. Because wait till we find out the problem where we be the use now, you get Sierra Leoneans them. For example, the community where some of we born Brookfields, they be give them 50 solar lights with the poles and all. Waiting the about them be they do, then they go after where they don't put the pole, and they go and shake and tell broke the pole, thief the solar lights them. And that they tell bad on the community. So if I then there so we be the Brookfields per an event where the community people and come and tell them say they don't thief over 20 of them solar lights in there. And now we don't say they store them with 30.
Do engagement with them
before una begin them.
No, well, the thing is you get the thing is you get community leadership. This now them people also will become they make requests that Brookfields dark. We want for help do this, and I told them people and they will give them lights in there. But for goodness sake, everybody within the community for able to be a watchdog now. You know, see somebody they come with the pull out lights there. Now at the expense of you where they live there. One, you security wise and all other things them. And we don't see in places like Zimi picking and they make use of that lights there for study under the lights and they and the one they wake out so they're very bright and they so now imagine now that 30 day way they go give them back. So if they not be don't thief the one and then other places they go put her. But now you get for go replace the one and they. So what we do better now? We can better poles where the ground where it go na the ground it gets a border. So you're not able again for you break them. So again the cost imagine now for even the poles then and they pull them from China for counter now so.
Alright, continue for the Utuna the program. We go now and take another issue or material and we'll come back. We go can take some text message then we don't come inside the program. The program is still watch now Magic Morning Tea and it comes to you live now Magic Television on channel 38.
Alright, we'll take another story inside the program. The Director for Public Education and Outreach and the Anti-Corruption Commission, ACC, say the commission don't give deadline to public servants them or declare their assets. Abubakar to explain more to Magic Television, Edward Nyaketue.
Thank you very much, Magic TV, and happy for the answer this morning. Okay, thank you very much. Just as you say, the law, that's the Anti-Corruption Act of 2008 as amended in 2019, specifically section 119, they make it clearly say public officers should declare their assets. Well, when we say assets, normally we can also refer to your income. That's the money you make as a public officer. That includes your salary, and of course, if you also get any kind of business where they do, if you also include that. And of course, you also get for do with your liabilities. That if you get debt, so let's say for example, you take loan at bank. You also for tell you say yes, I take loan with now this X, Y, and Z bank. And of course, if you also get any other things then way maybe like things like shares na particular banks, then all those things you also for disclose to me as long as you're a public officer where they within the category where the law specify. So waiting at the category there. So the specific category now like for every public officer where they between from grade 7 and above, the law require you for let you declare your assets. But even if you're not within this category, but if you say you're not a person where the president appoints, or you dey work for government, or if you say you're not somebody where they play with couple, but sometimes you know they within this category. Normally we can say people that will get fiduciary responsibilities. So like for example, if you're not boss at a school, but you're not within the category 7 and above, you for declare your assets. If you're not storekeeper, they not a public institution, because of the fact that they handle public resources, they keep things like computers and other equipment the way the institution they make use of, you also for declare your assets. So the law make it clear, say people that will fail themselves within those categories, they always will declare their assets. So we don't put out a press release where they don't give people the time for let them declare their assets. Well, we get a new platform now, the Anti-Corruption Commission, a new portal, because now they upload the asset declaration are 100% online. So we don't get this new portal where it's very user friendly, where people will use for the comforts of their homes or wherever to let them declare their assets. So because of now a new one, this now one will be developed in collaboration with DSTI. So because of my new system, it will make we delay small for let we declare, for let we open the process for the declaration for 2026. So with that, now that make the process be delay small. But the moment we open the platform, we still need that 3-month window, you know, where we start from May, June, July. Now for that make the deadline where we give that July 20th. So within these 3 months, because now that's the law really provide for now a 3-month window. Now that make the Commissioner Francis Ben Kaifala also make sure say we give public servants them that window there to make them declare their assets. So in fact, what we do first, we do what we call customized engagement with ministries, departments, and agencies of government. So waiting at this customized engagement, now wherein we staff them at the asset declaration department, then go now many of the public offices for let them make sure say they deal with like for example the IT officers, the human resource officers within the institution, then they for make them really show them how for them for go about for declare their assets. Because we do something like we could call a training of trainers. People in those institutions really expect say therefore learn from which will they go teach them about the portal, how for create an account, how therefore go about the process of declaring, so that when they get that understanding, they also for encouragement to them is the asset declaration exercise still there on. We get up to July 20th for make they finally declare their assets. July 20th, 2026 is the deadline for the 2026 declaration here. So we encourage, especially public officers within the categories there why we don't spell out. If you did within the category of grade 7 and above, or if this you know somebody where the president appoint, or you know somebody where you can play with government corporate, or I mean maybe you know find yourself within that category, or you know somebody where they in an elective position. When we say a position when an elective position, we usually refer to people like the councillors, members of parliament, or anybody who find himself in a public institution where it did say now they elect into that position, and you by law you are required to declare your assets. So all those people within these categories, we encourage them, let them make use of this window up to July 20th for let them declare their assets, because as I say again, we don't want to invoke the necessary provisions the way they inside the act for force them for let them declare their assets. We don't want to withhold people in salary. We don't go want for let them suspend people in their offices. We don't go want for let them sack people in their offices. And again, we don't go for take people and go to court. So now that make we encourage them for let them declare their assets within these stipulated deadline, so that we and them will be like partners in development.
All right, plenty thank you to Edward Nyaketue for do that interview there with the SCC Public Education Outreach Officer. We will continue the program where you watch a Magic Morning Tea, where they reach you live for Magic Television, channel 38 on Facebook, YouTube, and all the social media space them where you get with from. Please will appeal to now the 090103838 line now for send text message, not so for call. Please do not take calls so far at the program. Send a text message, ask the question we want for ask, and we will answer them. Guest there inside the studio will help you for answer them. Well, now same way I think so we for look at some of the messages then we don't come inside the program, Fatima.
All right. This first one from Aziz, he say it text from Bo. It asks a good morning, Doc, and I am so happy to hear from you this morning. Can you please explain further as to how the harmonization will take place? Because for us at the College of Medicine, we have our own different sector in terms of requirements, what we study, and also what exactly we are doing at the College of Medicine. This other one, we don't come inside the program, they say 25 courses, what includes that, how the transport gets for people. When others Binika asks that question from transport, I'll say the person will not get now. This other one, we don't come inside the program, we say 25 courses. We believe say 50, thank God 25 and now there. How now get for shaping a fit on? Is it that we will get more a fit on than the other parts of the country? This other one, we don't come inside the program, we say them all get Jagabanim, and then kudos are happy for Sinani, because this distinction for day make people not be confused. The process already plenty people don't even say it has to do with government work. This other one we don't come inside the program from Alex. Alex is saying, how can I get access to those buses in case I have program in any of the districts and I want to hire any of them for personal. Alright, this other one we don't have this program today. Presenters kindly share my contacts to the spokesperson. We need to engage more in terms of how to get people to work for those buses. Alright, this other one we don't have inside the program is say I like the idea of having policies for graduation. That's my interest. Okay. This other one way we will read is say ACC is always asking for how people to declare their assets, but they will never come to us again and explain how we declare and how we do it. Kudos to you guys, but again, you need to start telling us now when and how people declare their assets. This other one on the same asset declaration, they say asset declaration is a must for all public or government officials. Please go and do the needful. The other one we don't come, I will take 3 more and we will actually test them for a score. It's like I just say people relate for pay fees. Kindly ask him to explain again. And also we, in the terms of late fees payment, has to do with resources. The country is if we may make plain of that. Alright, two last one. This way also again on the harmonization of the policies. Yes, it's good to bring all policies under one umbrella, but again, there are different people, different segments, different plans as to how we run those colleges. How are you going to achieve this? The last one, they say, with all the buses and the ferries and all other developments, I hope and pray that Jagaban will succeed to be the flag bearer of the All People's Congress from this issue. I think that's one of the text messages around the way for read and we come to the first thing for us.
Alright, Fatima, it's 9 o'clock, usually we can get a break. So let we take a break, a music break, and after the break, the guests then will come on board now for answer the question them. I'm going to take down the messages them so that when we come back, we will get on for respond to the messages then. They can take a short break. The program we watch now, Magic Morning Tea, we reach you live for Magic Television, channel 38 on Facebook, YouTube, and all the social media space. Please not call the line, just send your text message. We will read them inside the studio. We'll take a break, and after the break, we'll come back to guest them and let them respond to the messages. Then don't forget to get Dr. Teddy Fode Musa, the newly appointed officer in charge of Center for Policy Study at the University of Sierra Leone, and Siriso will get side with Jibril Buzom Kamaru, the national spokesman of Jagaban. We will take the music break and come right after that.
Back again with the remix. We come on a salon. We come to England. Oh yeah, but we don't run away. We come for better. We people that want to see what we they do. We people that want to know what we they say. Oh, we like we salon. Oh now, yeah. Oh, we like fine bobo them.
Well now. We get fine TT them. Well now.
We get sweet diamond, bauxite and kimberlite. Better day. Now for that make we tell you say, oh, we like we salon. Mama Salon, we like you.
The Portuguese man say, the mountain and feed a lion. And we don't see say, Salon and tongue like iron. And if we try for labor, we go reap the benefit. So many people then, when I try me can make me say,
oh, we like we salon.
Salon, salon, we like we salon.
Oh, we like we salon.
Like that day.
Oh, we like we salon. Oh, we like we salon. We sweet salon. We like you too much. We sweet salon. We like you pass mark. We sweet salon. Hey! Them fine bobo.
Oh yeah.
Them fine titi.
Oh yeah.
Them fine bobo.
Tell them.
Them fine titi.
Tell them.
Woo! Capital A, small a, capital B, small b, capital C, small c, capital D, small d, capital E, small e, capital F, small f.
Do so.
Yes! I make a member. Yes, school days.
Now we go praise you. We land of the free. Make we show the love where we all want for see. Make we gather, we set now so we continue. Make we sing this sing for we native land.
Alright, well that'll be the song title We Like We Salon. And we will continue with the program. We hope say you don't enjoy that music there. Not only for listening to them, but for make sure say you do the needful if you not to salon person. We will continue with the program and now we will come back to the studio guest them for respond to the message them we don't send at the program. We will start with you.
So I want to tell thank you to them we send the messages. That really they tell you say they don't follow the program, and on our TV they go far, yes, wide coverage, you know. Because look how many questions we come in. So I think waiting at the question we come in on my own side, one another harmonization side, then with two, then late fee business where they sell and make land also country gaga. So make a clarify a few things around the harmonization. When we talk about harmonization, now for pick waiting similar and put them together. I want to let people know say the university, the three component colleges, get certain things that what they go with. We're not only for the own fitting. I make a be take me to for tell us say like commerce get your medical background. IPAM get your administrative background. Frabe College get your social sciences background. So obviously you get forget policies that we go get for deal with them. That harmonization at the area outside it they cut across cutting, you know, where they cut across the three now they work with. And also make let people know say because it's like say one caller they talk about the interim, the requirement for let it take person. Then they nothing we get for touch. What he don't do in a requirement for Friday College, now so it stand policy no need around that, and this that's done there from time. So me own policy business they come for can't change within the requirement for let you come commerce or for let you come IPAM or for let them take in a Friday College. Not to that now how the institution for wrong, and that one they will come for car address. So let the listeners and the viewers they forget that clearly that we change nothing for within a entry requirement for the universities then they so that harmonization obviously certain things and the way we go need for harmonize. Like I mean, give the simple example. For instance, whether na commerce or whether na IPAM or Friday College will they get disabled students then they. If you take all of the policies and you look at them, you try to harmonize them, then nothing and the way it go there for the all. So what you do now for bring come together that kind of policy harmonizer, you take a look at a policy where if you talk say all infrastructure at Frabe College, forget them for the disabled people. Another policy will get for speak towards people that way blind when a student and are inside it. So that kind of policy they harmonize them because it don't exist under commerce, it don't exist under IPAM and Frabe College. That kind of thing we talk about, not to entry requirement or certain things the way it only they way we express himself in terms of the technicality for the institution. Then the area of that way policy, one they will recommend say elect that policy where will they come with that graduation policy, which is very good. I think they have a compliment, we don't need for me comment on that. But the other person also they try for talk about the payment because we say also when they come up with policies then graduation policies, they come up with, and that policy they definitely get for capture the area of whether you for pay fees when you for don't pay all your fees or then kind of thing. So it's going to come. But make I just make this with me your experience now the world. Me don't study overseas. I do my masters na Australia. I do my PhD this bent in Ghana. I don't study in America. I don't study in England. I'm a journalist like anyone pound as well. London School of Journalism. I'm the first postgraduate who I left Frabe College. So I don't get my experiences na inside of me. Fatima, no sign nothing at the wall. We possibly go a role for let you start a course where you not pay the last fee to that course. Not even the 50%. The whole wall, no sign nothing. Now Salonia, Frabe College specifically, we know about. Now data pattern maybe don't develop. Then they come, then they evade for pay fees. First year, they move into second year, third, final year. Then that problem they can pile up now when they come to let them verify you. And if they verify you at final year, then you don't pay all the fees, you get for pay all. So if you don't they pile up, then most of the students there, the fund the way they can hold, where enable for pay the fees, it's expensive past that fee they sell. There's some then they give them and go use them other side. So I think Sela will get a policy. We self know the trend of the economic situation of the country. Nobody know go evade that. We self get 3 people who are they pay for at the university because in them. So I know what he mean. But let's have a policy. Other than we own conduct, we'll get for pilot, then we begin with the wrong things. The time for graduates, graduation means say you don't prepare the names there for the people in there. And when we prepare the names then they earlier, it can even serve as a way for let you get financial backup. You go take that list then as hotel, send out to why if family will let support you. Say, but me I want let you pay for me gown, no, let you see my name, they don't prepare all the list, my name there. But this is not the case over the years. We go come take, they go don't prepare that list. There are more people that they can verification, then they wait, they say when I wait for publish the list, they add more names stay to the last minute. This BNT and then go up there and they go try to say they go bomb the registry because the names they know they don't pay. But you paid late. And that pile pressure up at the administrative staff there. Maybe they sleep at the place, Frabe College specifically. The staff they sleep there. The DVC big cost for day for monitor things. They all na day they bring food, they eat. What could they happen at the college they own and okay no, it good one they bring a kaya. Go like a job there, graduation don't take place. So let's have a policy. And not a policy when they come for flag anybody. We all know the economic situation. But policy has been begin for talk, and now laws. And laws, like come brother, they talk, but management for them boss here, where Jagaban don't come, they make I just use this opportunity for tell thank you, adding and cushioning the transport situation. That management with Mr. Kamara they talk about. Now policies they go for put in place. And laws, I forgot the boss them because Salonia we get that style they where with the point things the way they come, that kind of way they way. So then they put policies in place. And that management they cover even the repairs.
Sure.
Now for putting for that response for the repairs that they are they for program people then when they go teach for able to repair the bus system.
Sure.
All our policies, all our law for run them up. So all sign and so it they happen.
Alright, so with all this, what you aim for achieve? I mean, because we don't see people like you get fine policy, fine document like you did, but at the end of the day, you go back to the same problem they go with events.
Good question, Fatima. You see, when I get me letter of appointment, one of the things where they state today now that may role not only developing policies for the university, but even beyond into the country. The reason being, you get policy. If we talk about policy for graduation, by extension, it moves to the country in your face. Yeah. So for me, I want to do the best way I go able for do for position the University of Sierra Leone as a policy think tank. Forget the University of Sierra Leone for let people go able for bank on them. I think when I go able for know say most of the issues when they happen, the university all over the world they don't use their think tank. Now lecturers they can go pick for do most of the analysis. If you look at what they happen in Iran, they can bring them. This professor for so university, he did na peace and conflict area analyze how this agreement they go between Iran and this. Now because they don't position themselves well for that, we have been missing on that. We say for this time, for this million role, I want to bring very good policies and policies who will make sure say they are implementable because now then they now problem. With national parliament self now, then they pass laws, nobody not be seen. This country they don't pass law for public smoking. People are still smoking in public. The other day I called the one, I say, Paddy, you know so we get law say enough for smoke now. I say to God, brother, I don't know. You don't go blame them because publicity know the day with them. So this we want to make a difference at the university with them policies here. And we will want to make this policy studies center make it will be like a think tank for policy. People already do policies at master's level, then when they come in, go want for do publications them around that. And that way they want to bring up this.
Alright, Wisdom. Wait the answer to your question is, as he still they ask for personal use, if somebody who are higher, just add on this.
Yes, I take note of that. Okay. And let us say thanks to the people who follow the program, and of course them particular processes then they will never forget a mobile communication line where you have for the inquiries and all of them things, and they will come into effect for public consumption very soon where you have for access. But as it is now, which I go say now that the terminal get for the Wellington, massive work they go on there, for which we get forget, like I say, garage and all other things. And we get the Chinese people we get for come for train Sierra Leone and them as to how they get for operate them things and they. So definitely line get for be established, and somebody they asks again, he say how much more we will engage people for the buses. Like we say, we get folk they out there for see how we they talk to Sierra Leoneans them for say they own the buses, and public like we doc the Sagish now we get for do massive publicity around them and let people know say now we get them way well. Yes, in fact Jagaban invest money, but you know they too affect them that much. But if buses are not there, now me and you they struggle in the morning for take transport and other things them. So one for appreciate the people them because they appreciate them buses they are welcome. Somebody be they say 15, and me can break this thing till they say the targets plan for get as much as 100, and however make pronouncements at the cow 50 buses. Let we also they manage how we they give out information to them, and if we just had the cow buses And as we speak now, 25 day water in fact, then already now safe for let them clear them.
All right. We dey first for round up the program now. Cornelius, you see, we get 2 messages. They will not give them.
Okay.
The first one they say we waiting una go kill this music. All right.
Which music?
The reason why Sweet Salon.
Oh, Sweet Salon.
Or make we Leku Salon. All right. Then the other person they say Magic TV. Una dey try, but una not show all the game them yesterday. First of all, we want for apologize for we unable for show all the game them. We Leicester Peak get as the weather makes small, the channel they get problem. Not like Facebook we at any time we can broadcast. So we want for apologize to una and we promise we will continue to do the best so that una will enjoy the game then. I think we not get better any game. We will round up the program now and we will come back to the studio guest then for Giwi left with the final message inside the program this morning, and we will start with Buzo.
Yes, I want to tell una plenty thank you that una able forget winner this morning for we able for tell Sierra Leone and them the things them way Jagaban they do and we intend for do for this country. And me want for say this, Jagaban is a Sierra Leonean property, meaning Jagaban come for serve Sierra Leone, and I think say it don't bring a difference with political system. Now in order say una can elect me or do ABCD, Jagaban they look at the problems them, in order wait say by force now government for address everything. If they look at them, it say they are helping fixing them, and everything that Jagaban they do now very deliberate. Deliberate in the sense it gets already 6 agenda items we want to achieve, whether in agriculture, education, health, and all of them things, and they don't start for do something on them. Education, only they help in terms of tuition fees, we also they support tech-voc institutions with the materials them way that they use. The last time will be there in a women's vocational training center, helping them with the entire school. He pay tuition fees for all the kids them way they did. Then he also supports them with blenders, sewing machines, and all of the other things. So whatever thing we do now we very deliberate, because now things that we feel say therefore for part of the manifesto, and they want to achieve them with every Sierra Leonean. So thank you very much again for having me.
All right, Doc.
So me, I want to tell you thank you as well. Waiting they happen at the university in a different entity, we can find it difficult for Brian come out. But when I create this platform for me, plenty thank you. At the same time, I just want to use this platform for appeal to people. Then, if you know, say you are a policy student, maybe at master's level, or you get interest for know a lot about policy, you also feel say if you contribute to the policies what they try for work on at Friday College, I get for establish a WhatsApp forum. It is open, make the people then contact me who get interest. I already get some people don't contact me, lawyers, people that we want for develop and do their own publications there along policy line. I get their names, then when they open this WhatsApp group, it will be with own policy discussion forum purely. Maybe not all the policy don't need for development counter we mine at the university. But if you are part of the public, you add your own value, we can work on it. Yeah. My number now 076 670 459. Let anybody will use that and reach out to
Call
me.
the number again, please.
076 670 459.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Okay, plenty thank you for talking to me inside the program. My name is Dr. Teddy Musa, and we also be get Buzom, as I can call him, when I official spokesperson for Jagaban movement. They all long can tell you the various things they wouldn't do inside the small corner. But Buzom, before you go, we're very much interested in Magic Television for seeing more of Jagaban movement inside the studio. We're not feeling it. We want to feel Jagaban inside the studio. Inshallah, we'll go corner.
All right. Well, I also go to the cutting down for today's edition of the program Magic Morning Tea, and I want to say plenty thank you to the 2 studio guests them where we be getting at the studio this morning. We will be get Saidu Jibril Buzum Kamara, when at the national spokesperson Jagaban movement, and we'll be serious to get Dr. Teddy Fode Musa, when at the officer in charge of the Center for Policy Studies at the University of Salone, and you na students na FVC or University of Salone no say Dr. Teddy Musa na lecturer na the Peace and Conflict Department na FVC. And we will bring this edition of the program come to you this morning. Me na Fatima Sise, they say tata, but not forget for join me back at exactly 12 o'clock. We will bring we 12 midday news. And of course at 3 p.m. we news around Africa will come to you this afternoon. And at 7 we will get fresh news we will come to you, the Monday edition, and plenty other program them we will happen na the channel, plus sports as always.
All right, not forget, say we want to say thank you to Una. We send our text messages them and the production team for put this program together. We say we want to say plenty thank you to the technical team, Cecil Temple, Joshua, Raphael, and Adama Wabana. Then give you technical support. We make you get to live. So tomorrow we'll get another edition of the program Magic Morning Tea. Me na Cornelius Sekurando, one by presenter.
The same old system and the same problem.
Welcome to Magic Morning